I do writing too. Hi friends, welcome to the first episode of Writing is Spellcasting, where I try to write my first novel in 3 months. So hi, if you're new here, my name is Hannah. I have been a full-time ceremonial tattoo artist for the last 5 years, and in the last 3 months, me and my husband have followed our dreams and have moved out of the city into the woods. So yeah, in the last 3 months, I have moved to a town where the population is only 1,200 people, and I am surrounded by 7 acres of forest, of oak trees, of cedar, of birch. It's a really, really beautiful space, and even though it's been a big adjustment, I also find myself wanting to follow another dream, which is writing a book. So my vision for this project is to write 90,000 words in the span of 3 months. So 90,000 words in 90 days. I set this writing timeline to give my creative inspiration a little nudge so that I don't get stuck in the planning phase or get stuck in the brainstorming phase, as I often can do with projects. I'm really expecting this first draft at the end of the 90 days to be messy, to be chaotic, and to be super beautiful in all of its imperfection. And just going to trust the process all along the way, and most importantly, have fun. It sounds cliche, but I'm really wanting this writing practice to be enjoyable first and foremost. I think it's really special for me to commit to an artistic project that is only for myself and not for other people. In my day to day, I love what I do, but I am ultimately creating art that is for others. So this feels really special just to claim a project that is mine and mine alone, until it's ready to share with the public and be received in that way, which I'm really hoping so. I would really love to be traditionally published, but let's revisit that goal at the end of this whole process. I'm definitely not there yet, but that is my pie in the sky, wish upon a star kind of dream here. So I've already finished my world building for Project Rootsong, which is what I am tentatively calling this project. I have another video going all over my world building process, my character profiles, and my vision board. So if you want to check that out, I'll probably have it linked somewhere here. And now, time to get into the nitty gritty and the actual writing process. So, what is Project Rootsong? Well, it is a solar punk, biopunk, indigenous futurism sci-fi. There's going to be a queer romance subplot that's going on, and I am attempting to also do a dual POV. It's a lot for my first project ever, but I also feel really excited about it, and I feel really inspired, and I'm focusing on that feeling more than focusing on the perfectionism or getting every single detail right. And a little bit around this series, writing is spellcasting. I kind of came up with that title just thinking about the story that I'm writing. I really feel like books and novels and stories have really taught me the power of radical imagination, which is so necessary in these challenging times. I really feel like radical imagination is a gift, it is magic, it's what we need to be able to visualize new and liberated worlds outside of what we see or experience right now. I really view writing, or really any artistic practice, as spell casting. We are creating spells for the kind of world that we want to see, the kind of stories that we want to see, the kind of people that we want to be. That is my perspective on writing right now, especially for this story, which just feels so potent for these times. Project Rootsong is really a story of rebellion. It's a story of ancestral healing. It's a story of anti-propaganda. There's a lot of religion and politics there. And ultimately, it's a story about coming back home to ourselves. So today I am working on still Act 1. I have my outline, but as I'm writing, I'm actually feeling more plot points take shape and form. So I'm really just using my outline as a rough foundation setting, and I'm allowing the story to be alive and take shape from there. So today I'm still working on the first POV of Rui, and I'm hoping to get into the second POV of Xena. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. I drink a lot of black tea today.
Hi, friends. And hi, Meatball. Do you have any words for them? Oh, okay. Wise words from Meatball. Well, hello, hello. It has been a couple hours and I finally reached my 3,000 word goal. In total for Project Rootsong, I have about 5,000 words. So today is the 5th of November. I just started this project in the beginning of November. So we are on track to make those 90,000 words at the end of 90 days. I am really loving the process so far. It feels really good to get into the meat of the writing where I've been in the planning and the brainstorming and the outlining phase for so long. I can feel a little bit, yeah, antsy, just ready to get the story going. And as I'm writing, it is easy to feel like, oh, maybe I haven't outlined enough. Because on the outline, I have these main beats, these 15 beats, and I know I want to get from here to here. I know I want to get from point A to point B, but what's all the stuff that happens in between? So that's kind of what today's writing session taught me was you can't really outline every single detail. A lot of that magic is just going to happen on the keyboard or when you're writing on the page itself, and there's just no way that I could predict every single thing. Or at least that's not the way that I'm able to write. I know some people are really good planners and they can plan every single character arc and every single detail so masterfully, and that is not me. So I'm enjoying just discovering what is my writing style. It feels really good just to improv and have surprising characters and situations that I didn't originally plan for, but just make so much sense in the story as I'm writing it. And I've also started on the dual POV. So I wrote a lot of Rui's chapters and I just got started on Xena's. And it is quite a challenge to find a unique, distinct voice for both of them. But I am finding it easier just because Xena's environment is so drastically different than Rui's environment. So it just requires a whole different set of it just requires a whole different set of vocabulary and ways of speaking. So, yeah, I'm having a really beautiful time with this project, with this first draft. It's really easy to get into self editing mode and get into revision mode and try to correct every single thing that I'm writing. And I have to gently reparent myself, gently nudge myself, hey, let it be messy. This is your baby. Just let it be. There's no need to nitpick right now. So, yeah, it's a beautiful rainy day. I think the rain has eased now. It's still really wet and windy outside, but it's not as storming as earlier. I'm probably going to go out to the garden and check on everything there. And then I might write a little bit more later. If I could write like 1,000 more words today, that would be amazing. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'll get as much writing because I will be in town seeing a friend. But yeah, we'll see if I get to write a little bit more later. Thank you so much for joining for this episode of Writing is Spellcasting. Thank you for being here on this journey with all of its twists and turns. And we're having ultimately a lot of fun along the way, ultimately and most importantly. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. And if you're also writing a story, I would love to hear about it. And I'm sending you lots of support for your first draft.